Certified boogeyman. Certified boogeyman.
Check 1 2.
Yes, this nigga's name is Toronto Antonio Johnson.
Certified boogeyman.
And I lightweight smacked him
Check
and
1 2.
got him out the game. He's a
Certified boogeyman.
I just slapped the shit out of Taharka Bay. All right? I just slapped the shit out of Taharka Bay and ran him the fuck up out of here.
Certified boogeyman.
He's a
Check 1 2.
Certified boogeyman.
I just slapped the shit out of Taharka Bay and ran him the fuck up out of here.
You're a documented sex offender.
Certified boogeyman.
You're a documented sex offender, dude. Yeah, I said it. You're not gonna sue shit. You're not gonna do a goddamn thing.
And what is this talk of a code?
Certified boogeyman.
Because, you know, that's a very familiar talking point. The code we're supposed to have. What does that mean?
Certified boogeyman.
Does that entail putting restraining orders
Check
on
1 2.
men? Is that what we're doing now?
We're gonna speak the truth, regardless of whether you like that truth or not.
Certified boogeyman.
We're in the 21st century. How people are poor, hungry, ragged, naked, and out of doors.
Certified
How people
boogeyman.
are being murdered on a
Certified
daily and
boogeyman.
consistent basis.
It's been a long time, I shouldn't have left you. A couple weak frauds that crept through. They put the bean on me, I didn't neglect you. Time's up, allow me to bless you. They yell reparation and they got your attention. A failed clown rapper, claim he was pimping, but you don't know he was a fed since 9-0. Cosmo Flex was a front for 5-0.
You can't get dropped in a pit of snakes
Certified boogeyman.
and trying to figure out which one has the venom sac.
Certified
This
boogeyman.
tongue, this one is not
Certified
poison.
boogeyman.
FBA was laughing when he went to the Romans. I guess they don't understand, that's who own them. Lying on GS, claiming I stalked them. That ain't true, cause if it was, I'd have chalked them. I'm simply a blogger, researching for the family. Cause people look like me, continue to scam me. Continue to scam us in the name of liberation. But when I call them out, they claim that I'm hating. Who
Certified
says
boogeyman.
I smacked somebody?
Certified
Poke your
boogeyman.
chest out, then slide
Certified
thousands
boogeyman.
of miles. Check it out. For a
Certified
piece order,
boogeyman.
for a piece order. I'm back like I left
boogeyman.
something, and you kept frontin', sick the Romans on me, but they ain't really stopping nothing. How you say you slap a man and go get a peace order? Something ain't adding up. Now I'm in the deep waters. I done took a deep dive, see who you really are. Who named you Tariqa Sheik, affiliated with the guns? Nah, you ain't a Sunni or the nation, but ain't nobody question why you perpetrating. See, early in the 90s they put you on a mission. Hip hop was conscious, you came with something different. Goofy clown rap to take it off track, but you was so back nobody followed the act. So they made another character, turned you to a thug. From Cosmo to K-Flex, but still got no love. Album went wood, it was trash, no good. You was hip-hop police, snitching on the hood. How you make a documentary about hip-hop and not include yourself in all your albums that flop? Yeah, you got some dark secrets, I'm here to expose them. And I don't plan to stop until everybody knows them.
He's back!
To expose the frauds. It's time for us to go hard. It's time to expose the frauds. It's time for us to go hard.
Rizza!
It's time for us to go hard.
Why?
It's time to expose the frauds. It's time for us to go hard. It's time to expose the frauds. It's time for us to go hard. First of all, let me welcome y'all to Moorish World TV. Come on, it's time to go. Ain't nobody gonna deceive me. Deceive who? Deceive you. Never on my watch. Time to cook, pull out the pot, turn up the heat. Let's make it hot. Don't be tripping on them frauds when you're rolling with the guard. Hey, Crip, Sonny, Boxing, Abu X, and Sean, Yasmin, and the Queen got Sean from the Shy Candy Chamber, Ishmael Bay, and Zinsu. Nah, anybody they can get it if they gripping on the fan. Moorish World TV, investigating.
We not wasting no more time. This gonna hurt me more than it hurts you.
I be that more you gon' remember.
This ain't gonna be good.
I'ma be that more you gon' remember.
I gotta do a couple disclaimers.
To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. That's right.
This my juicer's glass.
Be that more you gon' remember.
I was juicing today.
Front line till the law call my
Now give me
number.
new glass.
This
This is juicer's glass.
I was told to watch my enemies, now hold my line. Those who speak
that's
against
it.
the prophet.
That's it. We got the horns. I'm sad. I'm sad. I'm sad tonight. Because I didn't, listen. I didn't come at Rizza Islam. I'm sad. This is my juicer cup. I be juicing. And I just mix a little bit booch up in it. So I'm booching. Now I'm like Boochie, man. I'm juicing. Oh my goodness. I'm nervous. I don't know what to say. Hey, family, listen. Can y'all just give me a pass and I just give Rizza a pass this time? Please. Can y'all give me a pass if I give Rizza a pass? He didn't know what he was doing. He didn't know. I'm looking for the comments. Can y'all give me a pass? You know what I mean? So I can give Rizza a pass. Crip say, bro, you tripping. Black girls read. Nope. Come on, man. Help Rizza out, man. Help him out. He didn't know what he was getting himself into. Sending a message to Corey. Hotep, Shaka Zulu, and family. Family, he didn't know what he was doing. This is going to be one of the most dynamic shows that you ever seen on the internet, family. And I'm telling you, get your family to sit down and chill. We don't curse on here. We just give you raw information, raw critical thinking. I am your host, Brother Tahaka Bey, and I am the investigative reporter here on Moorish World TV. All right? And so with that being said, what that means is I'm the one that reports everything. So if there is anything wrong, you let me know and I will take the video down. Moochie Bear sends me whatever he can find. I screen it, give him a sandwich or two, and he goes about his business. And Moochie Bear hasn't been wrong yet, but I will take all responsibility. So family, let's get started. I had to get professional on y'all. I gotta get professional on y'all. If I got any misspelled words, can you just email me? Can you not put me on blast? Whisper in my inbox. Grand Sheik, you know you spell enemies wrong. It's not I. You got to put an E there first. Whisper in my inbox. I hope he can. Hey, man, I tell you, life is so good, sometimes you just can't care. And when I got friends like you, I definitely don't care. As long as you got my back, I got your back, and we gonna be all right. But just be like Grand Sheik, you know? It was looking fancy until you spell enemy with an I.
I got to hurt.
I got to hurt him.
I got to hurt.
I got to hurt him, family.
Got to hurt somebody.
I got to hurt somebody.
Somebody got to get hurt.
You heard Seti?
That's right, global African supremacy.
That's what he said. So here we go, family. Listen. One more disclaimer I got to make, and then I'm going to go ahead and knock it out the park. One more disclaimer I got to make, because I know I'm shadow banned. There's only 234 people in counting right now, and that means that people didn't get the alert. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't send alerts out. I was looking up the other day. I was on my other channel, Moorish World TV 7, and I was doing something, uploading some videos, and I got an alert from a video from 2 days ago. I was like, 2 days ago? What's going on? Anyway, but it doesn't matter. They can get it now or they can get it later. You know what I'm saying? Makes no difference to me. I just want to kick the truth, spit the truth, and show you what it is. So, family, one of the things I want to say too, family, is I really want you to do me a favor. And this is for real. I understand that the mother passed away recently, as recent as a year or two ago. I'm really not sure on the date. But I have to mention his mother in order to tell the story. But we get real beside ourselves when we mention a part of the story where someone is not here and they say, you're talking about people while they're not here. This is not about his mother per se, but his mother is a part of the story. So I'm going to need you not to be so squeamish. You feel what I'm saying? I'm going to need you not to be so critical. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm only telling the story. I'm not attacking his mother. I'm not attacking him. I'm only telling the story. So anyone that's going to have a problem, this is very sensitive because somebody's mother passed away, right? And his mother is a part of this story. And I can't tell the story without talking about Miss Islam, Miss Hannah Islam. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? So I need y'all to help me out with this. You know what I'm saying? I need y'all to help me out with this. Even after the show, you may have people that come into the other comment section. You may have people come into the other comment section and attack me for telling the story, and they don't even listen to the story. All they do is grab bits and pieces and attack. I'm going to need y'all to help me out. Can I get y'all a word? Y'all going to help me out. I'm trying to tell you. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I just want to show y'all something, family, because this plagues our community. And this is why we can't get much done, because this type of behavior plagues our community. Now, one of the things that I want people to recognize is that when we're dealing with something like this, it's very sensitive, and we know it. We know it's a very sensitive topic, right? But I want you to look for the information that creates the critical thinking, and also the information that shows that we have been infiltrated. Do you follow me? Let's just look at the evidence, right? So I wanted this disclaimer here. I'm going to put this at the beginning of the video too, and I'll read it, that please email me. I will remove any false information or misinformation. You can email me at moorishworldtv@gmail.com. Show me where the false information is, and I will remove it immediately. But you have to show me that it's false information. It just means that my research has not met the standard that we set here, and I will apologize and remove it. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So I want you to press 7 if you understand what I'm saying. That if I put any false information up here, I give you my word that I will remove it. Because I'm not here to do what they do. I'm here to tell the truth. I'm here to show people how we've been infiltrated and manipulated. That's it. I'm not here to spread false information or propaganda. That's not what I'm doing here. That's not what I've ever done here, and I'm not going to start today. So if anybody that watches this that is familiar with the case, anybody that is in the case, in the situation, I'm telling you now, you can email me at moorishworldtv@gmail.com. Give me the timestamp, and I will remove anything that is not right. You feel me? You feel me? Somebody can block Tony Goldsmith. Nobody got time for you, Tony Goldsmith. Are you here to learn, or are you here to complain? I mean, matter of fact, get you out of here. I get you out of here. If you're here to learn, this is a critical thinking podcast. If the News 7 was to report this, you wouldn't be up in News 7 talking all crazy. You wouldn't be up in CBS talking all crazy. Go make a live stream and talk crazy. Don't talk crazy over here, because we about to pull back the layers of infiltration and manipulation. So if you watch the news or you ride, are you the type that ride down the street when the radio give you a news story that you don't like, you cuss the radio out while you're driving? Is that what you do? Well, If you do that here, we just gonna get you out of here. Now go make a fake account, email me, and tell me you want to be in. As many people have done. Last thing I'm gonna say, family, I'm gonna get started. If I ever block you, if the moderators ever block you, you can always email me at taharkabay@gmail.com or Moorish World TV @gmail.com. Because I understand that sometimes we get upset when the information is so raw so soon and you're not ready for it. And then you want to cuss me out. You want to have a fit. You want to throw a tantrum. I get it. But when you come to your senses, I also accept you as the calm you, and you are welcome back anytime. I mean, you feel me? Weather the storm. You never responded to me. I'm on the streets now. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. If I don't know what you're talking about, what you talking about? You never responded to me. I'm on the streets now. What that mean? Respond to you about what? Anyway, I'm not going to let you distract me. Family, I need y'all to bring out them burners tonight. Yeah, I know what this is. They don't want to learn. They want to be manipulated. You got to bring out the burners tonight. I mean, that's right. You got to bring out the burners tonight. Everybody got to bring out the burners tonight, all right? I mean. Yeah. We got to bring out the body bags tonight. That's right. Anyway. So here we go, family. This is a learning platform, and we are going to get started like this. First of all, family, I want to start with this post right here, where Rizza Islam says, case dismissed. State drops all charges against Rizza Islam. Case dismissed. All right? Now, there is a problem with that. Many people have told you before that I've had a criminal record, right? A long, long time ago. In my 20s. Maybe a couple times in my 30s. I'm very familiar with the judicial system. I'm very familiar with it. To some people, I could be an expert. I'm very familiar with the process. The only reason I don't talk about the judicial system on the internet is because I don't want people mistake me for them crazy Moors that act like they're lawyers and attorneys and know law. So, but I'm pretty much versed in how the system works. You follow me? But that's the only reason I don't talk about it, because I don't want people, Moors know the law. No, I don't. Get yourself an attorney. That's what you need to do. Leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, when he made that statement that the case was dismissed, I really didn't pay it no mind until he put the video up with what's my man name? Corey. And I want to play that real quick one more time just to set the stage.
They was turning against me. First of all, he said Channel 7. I guess that's out here.
Damn.
Barbershop Conversations. Who else? D.L. Hughley posted my court case in his IG story 2 years ago when I called him out for pushing the poison. So D.L. Hughley put his court case up. Who else? He said Young Pharaoh. I remember me and Young Pharaoh was at it. Let me tell y'all something. I'm telling y'all, that's my man. Y'all was saying a lot of shit about Rizza Islam. Wrong. Case got dropped, all that shit. Is that Michelle X? Saint in the Center? Taharka Bay? Taharka Bay? Taharka Bay? Taharka Bay? Taharka Bay? Taharka Bay? And all the other low lives. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Everybody who name I mentioned, I don't want no smoke with you, but I'm just saying, y'all went up against that man, and I know you don't.
Now it's my turn to laugh. He sent that to Corey Holcomb. I've covered stories about Rizza, but I've never came for him. So that's one thing that people need to understand first and foremost. Now, it's my turn. Now, so the first thing that I need to do, I need to set the stage. So let's have a conversation. So when these infiltrators enter into the community, they have to enter through a door that's already established. I'm telling you this from history, from covering these stories. Let me give you an example. Polite came through the door of Dr. York, already established, and then Sinetta, already established. Right? Before Dr. York, before Sinetta, no one knew a Polite. Listen, many people would say that I came through the door of Sinetta because I went up there and addressed them about the Moors. However, I have people that can vouch for me being a Moorish American, being a regular everyday guy. I can bring them on camera any day to vouch and say that there's a history that comes with Brother Tahaka Bey, right? Many of these people, they don't have a history with them. Now, when you look at Rizza Islam, he has a history with him, and that history is from a little itty bitty boy with Scientology. How do we know? Because it's all over the internet. So when Rizza Islam says that he grew up amongst Bloods and Crips, we can't say when that was. Everybody who's from LA did not and was not directly affected or associate with gang warfare, even if they lived in the area. Some people, a small percentage, if you will, had a way to work around that. No different than Venus and Serena. They lived in Compton, but look what they did. So they seen it. They even had people probably involved in it, but we see you as a little boy with world literacy. I want to thank, in New York, we call Medi the runner patient, and doctor gets paid, looks like he dropped. Yep. So this is what we got to remember this, that when people come through the door of these organizations, he ultimately comes through the door to get access to our people, the downtrodden. He actually comes through the door of NOI. Let's be clear. Before NOI, they were using the schools to bring people from the inner city part of Compton, if you will, to take these exams in order to charge the medical system according to charging documents. All right? It wasn't like they was living right there and their neighbor was gangbanging. Even if it was, they some kind of way was shielded from it, because we see your childhood right here plastered on the internet. So this is so when people start playing the game and wearing bow ties with the red side and the blue side, we get what you're doing. And it's a beautiful thing if you're sincere. It's a beautiful thing if you're sincere. But if it's a part of the show, the act, or the grift to get in, then that need to be talked about. Because we got real lives that's being lost. And everybody want to play these social media games and become social media famous and social media popular. And then soon as the big news story come up, like I was out today, and it's 30 people were injured, 2 people was killed, and guess what? A handful of people come out because it's not a major story as it relates to international news story. So until major stories come, these people don't show up anyway. You understand what I'm saying? Now, so I wanted to establish that first. You know what I mean? I wanted to establish that first. You understand what I'm saying? That he's been groomed from a small child. He's been groomed. And I want you to understand this before we go forward. Now, let's get started with this. First of all, this grift didn't just start. Listen to this.
Ramadan Mubarak, brothers and sisters. This is Brother Rizza Islam coming to you once again. I know it's been a while, but I have something to give you guys and to update you guys on. We have to thank God every day for our mother. We have to thank God every day for our mother, regardless of what circumstance we are in. We should do our best to thank God for her and live the best life that we can and live the best example that we can as a representative of her. With that said, my mother has been a great inspiration to me. She is the major reason as to why I have chosen to become a humanitarian years ago. She has helped to cure malaria in Ghana, Africa. 113 cases. Malaria is said to be incurable, just like cancer and all of these other things.
Listen, if you can't hear, I got it loud like this. I got it playing like this for purposes that you should know. You understand what I'm saying? He said that his mother cured malaria. Listen closely.
But she has a protocol that she has used and has used it successfully with other doctors in Ghana, Africa. Over 113 cases, cured malaria within 8 hours. Yes, 8 hours. She will tell you everything right in this video that I'm going to show you, but I want you guys to know she is doing a health retreat right at the end of this month.
You see the catch? She cured malaria, but I want y'all to know that she's doing a health retreat. Pay close attention.
Beginning of next month, July, the first 4 people will be able to go. Click the link in the post that you see here and sign up. She will train you on how to not only cure malaria, but the same protocol can be used for Parkinson's. It can be used for cancer.
It can be used for cancer. It can be used for cancer.
It can be used for cancer. It can be used for all of these different things. It is a cure for all of these different ills that we face as a people that the industry tells us.
I want you to pay attention. He said that his mother could cure cancer. Are you with me? Press 7 if you are with me. Karen S., you done got the point already.
Are not curable, and she can't even say that she can cure this in the United States, and they won't even allow her and other naturopathic doctors to practice in the United States as of right now. So that is why she has to go out of the country to Colombia. So everyone, please take a second, watch this video, click the link below.
This is why I say I didn't want to do this. This is why, this is why I say I didn't want to do this. This is why I say I didn't want to do this. This is why I'm telling people, just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Because if you bother me and I have to research you and you ain't right, I got to deliver it to the people. Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. See, I'm not going to cuss you out. I'm not going to disrespect you. I'm just going to let the information speak for itself. I'm going to let the information speak for itself. You follow me?
I am the current director of True Health. I started out as a nurse in 1979, and I come from a long line of nurses. My intention was to become an MD, and at my very first pre-med conference, that notion was dispelled very quickly as case study after case study was presented along with the pills to handle the symptoms of the diseases that each of these people were suffering from. I decided to go in the alternative health field and became a naturopath. I have, over the past 20 years.
She became a naturopath. Do anybody remember who else did this? Became a naturopath, neutropath, whatever it calls. You know, I'm gonna butcher the word, and I don't want to play with this too much longer. But I want to just, Miss Islam says she became a naturopathic doctor.
Opened 6 different clinics. I have set up programs and helped delivery in Ghana, West Africa, in the Dominican Republic, in Puerto Rico, across the United States. I was one of the original members of the Ghana.
And one of the talks that we have to understand, one of the famous lines that you will hear from people that is putting out misinformation, they would name all of these foreign countries and then they would say across the United States, because there's no way that you can look into or verify across the United States. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what is across the United States? But here we go. And they never have no pinpoint places in
project where we did a government study in a hospital along the Volta River, where we delivered to 113 sufferers of malaria with a 100% success rate of curing malaria within that population, with proof of pre and post blood tests. This, by the way, took place over an 8-hour period. I mean, delivering a dose and then another dose and a third one if necessary, within about 8 hours, and 100% cure rate. So, for those of you who don't know, malaria is the #1 killer on the planet.
So here's the first problem. Miss Islam says that malaria is the #1 killer on the planet. Well, simple things like that, I like to fact check. You know what I'm saying? I do like to fact check. You know what I mean? And so when I fact check, that's not the case. When I fact check, I would find out that the #1 killer on the planet is cardiovascular disease. It is the top cause of death globally. In the map, we see the death rates from cardiovascular disease across the world. According to the quick research that I did, if I'm wrong, I'll take it down. But those are the rankings of the top killers globally. I mean, this is like basic information that anybody can Google, and you can compare about 5 different pages, and normally you're going to get the same answer. You follow what I'm saying? So when people say things like that, many times what they're trying to do is to convince you of they're expert in the field. But that's not the case.
And we were able to go in and cure every case that we identified very quickly. So that tells you a little bit about why I do the work that I do. I am a mother of 10. I've got 17 grandchildren, and number 18 on the way. 2 great-grandchildren. My youngest son is Brother Rizza Islam, who, thank you very much, Rizza, for setting up this venue today. When I was in Ghana, I actually got malaria myself and used the same product that we used then to cure my own malaria.
She says she's got malaria herself and she used the same product to cure herself, right?
Yeah, it took about 6 hours, and it was the most horrific experience I've ever been in. I do not wish that on anyone. Half of all the people who get malaria on this planet are children under the age of 5. So it's a pretty horrific thing to go through. I'm bringing that up not so much because of the malaria point, because most of the people I'm talking to are in the United States and it's not an issue, but it happens that formulation is part of the protocol that we use today to handle cancer.
Now here it is. The part of the protocol to handle cancer.
MS.
I'm going to stop right there. Now we all know that according to reports, Miss Islam passed away from cancer. So I mean, it's sad that I got to talk about this, to really build up what I'm trying to say. That although, she says that she had malaria and she cured herself of malaria, and she has the same concoction or whatever it is, regimen to cure cancer, she succumbs to cancer. So to me, it's kind of like, okay, now let me see if there's a pattern. You see what I'm saying? Let me see, is it a pattern going on in this situation? Because we know that that we had brothers like Inky, Polite, as well as Dr. Sabi, that put out claims that they can heal stuff. Whether they can or whether they can't is neither here nor there. I do know that I researched Inky and found out that he had became a doctor from what you would call a diploma mill in Detroit. I actually went to the place in Detroit. And basically, it appears to be a diploma mill. They just spit out diplomas like the beans they eat in the history museum and farting all over the place. They just, you know what I mean? So yeah, it was a certificate, absolutely. But with that being said, when she said that she was a doctor, and even you can see on the video, she said that she was a doctor. So I looked up and tried to find out, okay, well, where is she a doctor from? And I was able to find that she supposedly got her doctorate or degree from what they will also call a diploma mill from Rockville University. Claims have been made that Rockville University is fraudulent. According to if you go to LinkedIn, it'll say it on there that this is one of the places she claimed that she got her degree from. An online learning consumer group, Rockville University operates under various aliases, including AffordableDegrees.com. In 2009, GetEducated.com purchased an online MBA for its mascot, a dog named Chester Ludlow. These people see if they could get a MBA for a dog. The news release indicates that $4.99 and a resume were submitted to Rockville in May, and a week later, the degree with a packet of corresponding paperwork arrived from Dubai, showing that the dog graduated with a 3.19 GPA. In addition to the MBA diploma and transcript, Chester received a certificate of distinction in finance and a certificate of membership in the student council. The puppy got a degree from, man, you can't make this up, man. The puppy got a degree from Rockville. You can't make this stuff up, man. Thank you so much, Kofi Sarai. You can't make this stuff up. And I mean, it hurts me that I gotta research this stuff because I never came for Rizza Islam. But when you come for me, I gotta look into this stuff. I mean, here is Rockville. And I got more, and I ain't showing all my stuff tonight. Rockville University has claimed to be accredited by various organizations, but none recognized higher education accreditors. These have included International Accreditation Academy for Online Universities, the University Council for Online Education Accreditation, the Board Online University. None of them recognizes, because Rockville University is not accredited by a recognized accreditation bodies in the United States. Its degrees and credits are likely to be acceptable, its degrees and credits are unlikely to be acceptable by employees or academic institutions. You feel me? So now, when we're talking about fraud, right, we have to build around the concept, is it new or is it old? Is it a mistake? We have to look at it. Is it a mistake? Was it an error? You follow me? Or is it a pattern? So, I went to check to see if it was a pattern. And without a doubt, I seen that it was a pattern. I seen that it was a pattern within that group. Now, we ain't gonna be long here tonight. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna be long here tonight. You feel me? We gonna be strong though, but we ain't gonna be long. So I did see that it was a pattern. You know what I mean? So what I did was I went and looked at some of the situations surrounding a lot of this stuff. So I'm about to share with you right now. See if I can find it for you. So I'm about to share with you right now something that is going to most likely make you say, All right. So here we go.
Peace, beautiful family. Brother Rizza Islam here. I'm here really quick just to talk about a company that I think can benefit everyone. It's a very beautiful, beautiful company, and it's equally beneficial for everyone. This is called New Republic. It is one of the only black-owned tax-preparing companies, one of the only ones. They actually have been in business for over 13 years, and there are many locations: Los Angeles, Atlanta, Las Vegas, and the one I'm talking about specifically is in Las Vegas. They are the only ones with the ability to help you double your refund. Double your refund. They're the only ones who have that capability. So I would check them out because I've checked them out before. I know people who have had their taxes prepared with them, and it is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. So you guys should check this out. A third of the money that comes into the African American community, or the African community, usually comes from income tax. So a lot of our money that we get in our hands comes directly as a result of us filing our taxes. But it's best for us to file with our own people if we can, right? So we might as well do that. And anyone who is black, brown, red, yellow, white, anyone can file with this company. Anyone can file with this company, so it's not a problem. Especially.
Notice he's reading a script. Today he's gotten better that he doesn't read. He could do it off the top of his head, Brother Polite style today. But notice
if you are a family of low income, it's best that you go to this company because they understand. You know, it's a heavy area that they specialize in, so you'll get that kind of.
Cryptonomics says, somebody says, Mark Bonnet says, in New York, we call the Medi that runner patient and doctor get paid. Looks like they dropped the bail in the case. Cryptonomics, good work, GS. You cleaning up the community to keep our folks in the know. Grifters need to get exposed. Rizza, no exception.
Family love there. So it's something you should definitely check out. This is also a company where they can train you to become a tax preparer, so you can have a job there. And they don't just do taxes. They do a lot of other things too that are amazing. So I want you guys to check out the link right there in the bottom. Okay, the number.
So there you go. They're always selling something.
800-234-0997. Once again, that is 1-800-234-0997. And the email is New Republic. That's NUREPU.
All right, that's enough. That's enough. So he says New Republic, and he spelled it for us to make it easy for us. All right? So this company, New Republic, Southside tax prep business sued for allegedly defrauding customers. All right. Right there on the bottom, a tax preparation business with location in the South Side is accused of unlawfully collecting more than $1 million in fees from its customers. Who is this people? All right, let's go to it. A tax preparation in Illinois, Attorney General Kwame Raoul office announced a lawsuit Tuesday against New Republic. N.U. Republic, a company based in Georgia that has several locations in Chicago. New Republic and its sister company, Refund Republic, allegedly defrauded their customers for charging hidden fees that sometimes add up to $1,000. The Attorney General's office said in a statement, the company allegedly offers refund anticipation products, which are actually short-term loans. So when he was talking about doubling your money, they were loaning people money and then doubling up and taking their money allegedly. The company allegedly offers refund anticipation products, which are actually short-term loans with high interest rates and fees, Raoul office said. The lawsuit also alleges that New Republic files error. Thank you so much, Adam Yah. The lawsuit also alleges that New Republic files error-ridden tax returns and makes unauthorized submissions to the IRS. The Attorney General office filed a motion for temporary restraining order against New Republic. All right. To close its locations. The statement lists 3. Remember, he said he had them around the country. The franchise owner of the 2 of those locations, say it with me again, Torrey. The franchise owner of 2 of those locations are who? Torrey Muhammad. Told CBS 2 that the see how all of this is interconnected? Y'all see? Told CBS 2 that the allegations were disturbing and would would be addressed immediately. He said his company exists to give black community, not to take from it. New Republic Chicago branch have a F rating with the Business Bureau. I'm only reporting what has been posted. If someone have a more up-to-date, I will correct this. But as of yet, this is what I found. Do you see the pattern? Do you see the pattern? This is what I'm talking about. People will get mad at me, but they don't do the critical thinking, and you don't even have to do the research. I'm doing it for you. Thank you, Lavelle. Your research is flawless. I can't front. I'm doing the research for you. Me and Moochie Bear is doing the research for you. All you got to do is look and prove me wrong. You don't have to look and get mad at me. You ain't got to look, cuss me out, show me where I'm wrong. I'm asking you. I want to be wrong. Have you ever met somebody that just want to be wrong? This is one of them times that I want to be wrong. But I don't think I'm wrong. So what we're doing is we're building up to the conversation that his case was dismissed. Remember, let's not forget what this live stream is about. Let's not forget what it's about. Was his case dismissed? That's the question. All right. Now, here we go. We're getting closer to it. Now, one thing also we got to understand is that I'll say this and I'll move on from it. I'll say this and I'll move off from this real quick. You have to understand that, once again, you have to understand this. Hold on. You have to understand this real quick. Trying to give it to you real quick. I'm trying to not give you everything at once, you know what I mean? But what I'll do is I'll do it like this. One thing that you're going to have to understand is that it is reported that this is not new. It is reported that Miss Islam in the mid-90s had pled guilty to a federal charge of providing a fake name on a passport application. She also had been convicted of grand theft for forging $29,000 check to CIRs. Okay. Now, why is that important? Because we're establishing, is this case of medical fraud, does it have any legs? So I'm not going into deeper detail because this is not about Miss Islam, but I'm going to tell you that she was the one that they have described in court documents as the one who set this up. Rizza was the one that played a different role, but his role was just as critical according to charging documents, right? Now, here we go. Here we go. With that being said, let's move up a little bit to some of the different type of details, if you will. First thing we need to know is how did all of these charges come about? So now this is how serious this is, right? Three educators allegedly supplied high school students to the clinic at the World Literacy Crusade where Medi-Cal claims were submitted for drug rehab treatment, even though the football players and other students didn't have addiction problems and were put through Scientology drills rather than drug counseling. The students themselves reportedly had no idea that they were part of an insurance fraud scheme. First thing you need to understand, that obviously they talked to the children. Obviously they talked to the children, and the children said, we didn't know what was going on. According to court papers. According to court papers, obviously they talked to the children. Imagine somebody taking your child. Imagine somebody taking your child and say, did somebody take you to a place and examine you? And they say, no, we did X, Y, Z. They got children testimony. That's number one, allegedly. Now, let's go a step further. The fraudulent activity occurred between 2010 and 2013. According to Hannah Islam charging papers, in March 2014, the State Bureau of Medi-Cal Fraud and Elder Abuse, a part of the State Department of Justice under Attorney General Kamala Harris, raided World Literacy Crusade and seized documents, which eventually led to the arrest and criminal charges. Now, if Attorney General, who's now the Vice President, led a raid on a clinic and got documents and it led them to arrest somebody, now do you think that they dropped the ball somewhere? I'm not going to lead you to plebiscite in your mind, Babel. We're going to come with receipts. Kamala Harris, the Attorney General. This is not the school board. This is not the hospital. This is not the social services. This is the Attorney General. Led a raid and seized all the documents, and then they charged. I'm not a Kamala Harris fan. I could care less. I mean, I'm not into all that. I'm just reporting the story, but I'm just going into the mind of, if you seize documents, what did you see in those documents to compel you to get these charges going? What did those children say to compel to pursue charges at that time? One more. What else happened? Compton Unified School District announcement. A former employee and 2 Compton Unified School District employees have been arrested in connection with alleged Medi-Cal fraud scheme after a lengthy investigation by both state and school district. The employees, who have either resigned or in the process of being terminated by the district, include Chavez Continuation High School principal Rudolph Washington, former Sentinel High School principal Jesse L. Jones, and former Dominguez, you know what I'm talking about, high school football coach Keith Donerson. You hear what I say? These people have passed into or faded into black while the spotlight was focused on the Islam family. They lost their job, they pled out, and some of them even turned state. This is what they meant when they said they had terabytes of evidence. They had bunch of evidence. The alleged fraud involved bogus counseling session for high school students provided by a Compton area woman's medical clinic. While the investigation revealed that the student was transported to the clinic without district knowledge or approval, there is no evidence that the safety of the children was compromised. Did you hear what I just said? Did you hear what I just said? They was pulling, according to this report, and this is from the school district. This report is from the school district. This report is not from Tahaka Bay. This is allegedly from Compton Unified School District blog, that they was pulling students out of school, taking them there. You hear what I say? This is how the charges happened. They was, according to this, they were allegedly taking the children out of school without permission slips, without permission from the school, and none of that. And the teachers were involved. The principals were involved. This is how the charges came about, according to reports. Not according to me. But then it says the school district was already investigating Washington. You hear what it said? The school district was already investigating Washington, which was the principal, for alleged academic improprieties. When the CA Attorney Generals, when the California Attorney General Office alerted the district it was investigating Washington and 2 other employees for fraud, upon learning that Compton Unified School District officials immediately asked for and received resignation of Jones, and Donerson was placed on administrative leave. Do you hear this? You hear this? Without court, without anything, the evidence is that they moved to remove them from the school. While the district's investigation continues, there is no evidence other district staff was involved. This district is reviewing all internal procedures to ensure student safety. Now and again, remember, they are, according to reports, they are taking children out of the school without the school permission. Can you imagine your child being taken out to school, being put into some type of program that you don't know nothing about, and they signing off on it? Can you imagine that? Well, that's what this case was all about. This is how they was able to present the charges. Now, remember, this is about you hear me? Did they drop the case? How long we been live? Let me see. Okay, it's time to get to the nitty gritty because we ain't gonna be here long, remember? Now, let's get to did they drop the case. First of all, let's look at the video.
All right. Mr. Rizza Islam, how you feeling?
Man, case dismissed.
Dismissed.
I'm gonna let my brother go ahead and talk before I really lay it out, though.
All right.
So, family, one thing that I want you to look at when you pay attention to people that are disingenuous and not honest, they have absolutely odd body language. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not just bouncing around. I'm going to show and prove in a minute. But you got to pay attention to people's body language. One thing that people do before they speak, their body language tells on them. Now, we already know that Rizza Islam body language exudes confidence. You follow what I'm saying? So he's always on the stage of confidence. Notice, family, real quick, notice, this is how the training works. You know what I mean? And I've studied it long enough. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I studied it long enough. This is, somebody said why he needed a press prompt conference. This is not a press conference. This is trying to clear his name because he's a narcissist, allegedly. He seems to be a narcissist, and he got to be on the top, on the cutting edge or something. He should have just be quiet and walked away. He should have just walked away from it. And if anybody asks about it, say, yeah, they dropped that. I mean, because this is not a real conference. This is not a real news conference. But let me speak about Rizza Islam. One thing that you need to know about Rizza Islam. He's well trained. He walks straight up like this. He can't move. No person from round way is that stiff. None. This is adequate posture school taught. He didn't learn that. Somebody put a piece of plywood behind his chair while he was in school. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody does this. And anybody that sees that, it should stand out to them. You know what I'm saying? Nobody does this. You know what I mean? This type of behavior is not real. You know what I'm saying? Nobody does that. That doesn't seem odd to you? It seems petty, but does it seem odd to you? No one does that. Man, we relax people. This is odd. That is odd. I'm not saying that people cannot have this type of posture, but I'm telling you that is learned behavior. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen them little European girls? They go to etiquette school and they learn. I think they put a wine glass on their head and walk in high heels. What they call that? Charm school. You ever see that? Somebody said, bro, that's how we were taught in the NOI. That's not true. I just was with some NOI brothers. Ain't no NOI brothers standing like that. What NOI was you in? What student minister taught you? Because every FOI I know, they soldiers, but they ain't stiff. They ain't stiff. Matter of fact, I was just on the block with some. You know what I mean? Nah. They ready for whatever, but they ain't doing this. They ain't doing this. Muhammad Mosque number 6, Forest Drive. Muhammad Mosque number 6, Forest Drive. Ain't no Muhammad Mosque on Forest Drive. I ain't seen it. That must be my brother Ricey. I don't see you standing like that if you Ricey. I ain't see you standing like that, Ricey. Talking about. That must be Ricey. That's my brother right there. Anyway. Hey, Ricey, don't get sensitive. I know that's your brother, but you know how I do. That's my brother. We went to school together. That's my main man. That's Islam alaikum. You know what I mean? Because this ain't about the minister. This ain't about FOI. The FOI that I know, they just as approachable and as normal and as they don't have. I ain't never seen no FOI walk like that. I ain't never seen no FOI. I see FOI. You know what I mean? Nah, bro. Nah, I ain't seen that. Bro. And I know many FOI. You know I do, right? Come on, man. You know what I mean? Let me ask Troy. I'm going to ask Troy, was he trained like that? You know what I mean? I ain't never seen you walk like that, Ricey. I ain't never seen Dale walk like that. They'll walk normal to me. I mean, they sharp. You know what I mean? They ready for combat, but man, this is charm school stiff. What are you talking about? He learned how to do that with a wine glass on his head. I mean, anyway, let me carry on. Y'all know that's charm school stiff. Okay, don't spill the wine. Don't spill the wine, Ronnie. Walk straight, Ronnie. Neck straight, Ronnie. Ronnie, walk straight. Hey, my brothers in the nations, don't make this about the nation. I'm speaking about Ronnie Rizza Islam, not about the nation. Stop it. Anyway, you know, everybody want to get in their corner. Everybody want to get in their corner, and man, and then they keep saying that's FOI posture. No, it's not. No, it's not. I don't care what nobody say. No, it's not. You ain't seen, put him next to the rest of the FOIs and see how crazy that look. Man, everybody want to get in their little, this is one part I don't like about our people, man. One thing I don't like about our people, that the moment that we talk about one person, that everybody got to get together and act like we're talking about the whole group. You ever notice that? You ever notice that? That if I'm talking about Rizza Islam, I'm not talking about the Nation of Islam. I'm not talking about Elijah Muhammad. I'm not talking about the Minister Farrakhan. I'm talking about one person with evidence, proof, and everything that called my name. But this is why we can't get nowhere. This is why we can't get nowhere. Because everybody got to posse up. Everybody got to posse up. Instead of you examining information and you calling your brother and say, bro, what's up with this information I just seen? What's up with this information I just seen, brother? But nah, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. And that's the sad part of our people. That's the sad part about our people. Instead of because let me tell you something. If I see a video about a brother in the Moorish Temple of America and I have access to that brother, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to call that brother. I'm not going to check the guy because I don't even know the guy that's probably putting out the information. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to call my brother. Bro, you see this video they put out about you? Bro, you know they said, oh, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. No, bro, you really need to watch this video because this is what's being said. When you watch it, hit me back. That's how you supposed to do things. We messed up, man. We messed up, man. We messed up, man. Man, we messed up. This is why I'm going to just keep going hard, man, because we so messed up, man. It's just a shame that we are scared to talk to people. We are scared to address those that we call friends. I mean, I'd rather have friends of truth. I'd rather have enemies made by truth than friends made by flattery, bro. I mean, don't flatter me and be my friend. Tell me the truth. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all want to be friends with flattery, man. Flattering each other all the time. No, true friends ask the real questions and they stand solid on real truth. Or if they not solid, then you gotta get away from them. But anyway, let me finish, man. Let me finish.
So, obviously we came to court today ready for trial, prepared for trial. Our bags and our files, there, three files, 3 bags.
See, this is one of the things that you got to pay attention to. The press conference, it's too much detail for no reason. Listen to the detail. Listen.
Trial, prepared for trial. Our bags and our files, there, 3 files.
He said, we came prepared for trial. 3 bags, our file. Let me tell you something, family. I've been around a long time. I have never, ever seen someone illustrate something like that. That means that this person is trying to prove that they were ready to stand trial. And you're going to see why I say this in a minute. It's all going to come together in a minute. You understand? I've never seen anybody walk out the courtroom and said, look at my bags over there. We got 3 bags. We was ready for, that doesn't happen. That is too much detail. That's unnecessary. But I'm going to show you. Know what I mean?
3 bags, and we went to court. We went inside. We were ready. The prosecution knew we were ready. They came unprepared. The first thing that the prosecution did when they called the case was tell the judge that we are unable to go forward.
You hear with this? Listen to the stutter. Listen to the language real quick.
And we went to court. We went inside. We were ready. The prosecution knew we were ready. They came unprepared. The first thing that the prosecution did when they called the case was tell the judge that we are unable to go forward. And so I moved to dismiss the case, and the judge granted the motion to dismiss the case. And after, 10 years of these allegations. Stop
right there. Now, here we go, family. I want you to pay close attention. Once again, I want to make the disclaimer. If I'm wrong, I will remove it. If I'm wrong, I will remove it. If the information is wrong, please hit me up at moorishworldtv@gmail.com, and I will remove it. First of all, we got to understand how the judicial system works. One of the things that you got to know is this. When they dismissed the case, how did they dismiss the case? Did they dismiss it with prejudice or without prejudice? That's number one. Notice there is no detail. Notice there is no detail of how it was removed. Anybody ever notice that? There is no detail in this conversation.
10 years.
Case going forward. The case is dismissed.
Man, I want y'all to spread this the way you spread.
Listen, family. No, we're about to do something in a second. I'm about to show you what it is, the 13. When a court dismisses a case, they dismiss it with prejudice or without prejudice, and there's a ruling, and you are able to at least see what that reason is. Now, one or two things has happened. It was dismissed with or without prejudice, and we don't have the paperwork, and so now Rizza should produce the paperwork saying, why it was dismissed. I think it's the minutes or the transcript that would tell why it was dismissed. Do y'all press 7 if you understand what I'm saying? Press 7. When you get a case dismissed from the court, you can go straight to the clerk, and they will give you a receipt, and it says why it was dismissed. Do you understand what I'm saying? In some courts, you can walk right up to the people in the court and walk away with the paper. Anybody ever been to court before? Dismiss, you may go. And you get a piece of paper, and it explains. Even if it says dismiss, it doesn't matter. It says something on the paper. Know what I mean? It says something on the paper. Notice they're not holding any paper. Notice they're not reading while it was dismissed. Notice these things. I've been caught plenty of times. There is not one dismissed case that you don't receive some type of paper article saying why it was dismissed. So maybe Rizza is waiting to produce that. You understand what I'm saying? Now, here is the second part of that equation. Here is the second part of that equation. In order for his attorney to be right and exact, his attorney is this guy right here. And I think it's Asila Law Firm, right? Now, pay close attention. He's from Asila Law Firm. And I learned this from researching what's his name? Malik Zulu Shabazz. One thing for sure and two things for certain. Give me 1 second. One thing for sure and two things for certain. When I looked into this attorney, I looked real good, and I wanted to be careful. I wanted to be thorough. What I would find is that he is from Florida. You hear what I said? He is from Florida. All right? And being as though he is from Florida, you feel me? Being as though he is from Florida, the question that I have to ask is, was he able to practice law in California? And the answer that I discovered was no. So, what states have reciprocity with California? Colorado, D.C., Illinois, Indiana, not Florida. That's number one. All right? That's number one. So, all right. Now, I took it a step further. There is no state outside of California where you can practice in California unless you have a waiver or something. In some states, they have waivers. You know what I mean? No, Kev. No, Kev, not in California. California is a different beast. Kev, hey, Key, California is a different beast. I got a case in California. California ain't playing with you. California is thorough. California is a different beast, brother. Every state is different. California is so different. And I learned that in filing this case against Tariq Nasheed. California is different. You understand what I'm saying? California is different. But California is a different beast when it comes to law. I'm telling you what I know. I mean, oh, my bad, Keith. Anyway. Yeah, so I looked up these things, you know what I mean? And looking up these things, I found out, hold up. Looking up these things, I found out that bro was only licensed in Florida. So it begs the reason that
The prosecution knew we were ready. They came unprepared. The first thing that the prosecution did when they called the case was tell the judge that we are unable.
You can't approach the bench. You can't approach the judge if you're not a practicing attorney in that state. Did you hear what I just said? So the question is again, see, this is what I'm saying. This guy is jeopardizing himself unless he has some other explanation. He literally just purged himself. He literally, unless he has some other explanation that you cannot, not according to the law, you cannot represent a person. You understand what I'm saying? This is all I'm saying. This is all I'm saying. So the question is, what really happened? I said that, Curry Muhammad. I said unless he filed, which is called in some states, you can file like some type of waiver. I forget the motion to practice, but that's you can see it. You can pull that stuff up. You know what I mean? I seen Malik Zulu Shabazz do that with a case he had in maybe Michigan or something. You know what I'm saying? He did that somewhere in Michigan or something, if I'm not mistaken. You know, but the point that I'm making is that, family, this just don't look right. This doesn't look right. This doesn't look right. That's all I'm telling you. Now the burden would be on Rizza Islam to show and prove why it was dismissed and that this guy actually is his attorney on the record and for the record. Because if that's not the case, something else is going on. Excuse me. Sorry. At the butcher. If that's not the case, something else is going on. You follow me? Something else is going on, and let me tell you something. I don't think you want to know. I don't think you want to know. Do you really want to know what's going on? Or will you even believe what's going on? Do you know what I mean? Let me tell you something, family. Let me tell you something. Let me show you something, family. This was a case that was frauding the state, where the now Vice President of the United States had to get involved. You follow me? The Kamala Harris, and she performed the raid. Now, let me tell you how crazy this is. I want you to do your research for yourself. Go to Google and put Rizza Islam fraud case dismissed, right? I'm going to show you something. Dismissed, all right? Now, the reason why I want to do this, and I'm going to show you real quick, the reason why I want you to do this, because this was almost a $4 million. Hold on, we didn't get to all the charges yet. This was almost a $4 million case. You feel me? A fraud case. All right? Now, I want to show this to you real quick. Go and Google it, right? Let me open my screen up for you, right? Name one major news place that picked up this story. Let me blow this up for you. Why is this important? Why is this important? Name one. Let me scroll down for you. Look at the people who picked up these stories. Look at the people. YouTube, Substack, Tony Ortega. He's been covering it for a long time. Boxton. These are blogs. Scientology Money Project. Twitter, Rizza. Tony Ortega. Huh? 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 Let's go to the news section. Underground bunker. Underground bunker. This underground bunker is from 22. This is the news thread. You see what I'm talking about? A $4 million case that involved the general. Huh? Huh? That makes sense to everybody? The Attorney General of California pursue a case and it doesn't hit no media. It only hit hood news. And Rizza himself saying it was dismissed. Now, do that make sense? The Attorney General. That makes sense. No paperwork. That makes sense. No confirmational paperwork. That makes sense. That really makes sense. Talk to me. That really makes sense. I mean, if it makes sense to you, hey, it makes sense to me. That makes sense? Nothing. The only one that says it was dismissed is Rizza. And these janky little blogs? Nothing. This was brought on by the Attorney General, for God's sakes. You can think what you want. You can think what you want. I'm telling you that it's bigger than what you think it is. Because it don't make sense. And if it don't make sense, it don't make sense. Simple as that. Now, everybody in the case either pled guilty, turned states, or just went quiet. Everybody in the case. You follow me? Now, let's look at the charges that they was talking about. Rizza Islam, he said they dismissed. Mama passed for him. His sister pled guilty. Nemet pled guilty. Then look how they report this. The other defendants in the case pled guilty and have been sentenced. The criminal charges: grand theft, presenting false Medicare claims, insurance fraud, failure to file tax returns. And somebody just come there and say the case was dismissed. You know who else did that before? Polite said that, but he had another court date coming. Polite say they dropped the case, but Polite was so goofy. He at least you can pull up where Rizza actually have to go back to court. But there is no paper trail. There is no official paper trail when it comes to saying that this case was dismissed. And and maybe listen, I can be corrected. I can be corrected. Maybe it will come up next week. And I'm in the system there because I have a case with Tariq Nasheed. And so I'm doing my case pro se. You know what I'm saying? I got people that help me put my draft my motions and all of that. I pay them to draft my motions. You know what I'm saying? And but I'm doing mine pro se. So I have access. You feel what I'm saying? But you can get access too. The public can get access. You know what I'm saying? And all you got to do is see what hit the docket. Listen, let me tell you something. In every case, I forget what they call it. I don't know if we got an attorney in here. In every case, there is what you would call up to the minute of what transpired in the case. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I can go and pull up my case with Tariq Nasheed. You understand what I'm saying? Thank you, Tawana. I can go and pull up my case with Tariq Nasheed, my defamation case, and it will tell you what the judge says. They filed that they actually filed that in California. I never seen that. A minute order. That's right, Atanya. A minute order. They actually I never seen that. They don't do that here in Baltimore. I never seen they file minute orders. You know what I mean? I never seen that. In Baltimore, man, you better go buy the transcript from the clerk. I mean, you ain't pulling up nothing. But let me tell you something. The difference is, in Baltimore, if someone called the police on you and they put cuffs on you, it actually would show up online, even if you're not charged. You know what I'm saying? That's the weird thing. That's why people talk all that crazy stuff. I mean, so the point that I'm making, family, all of this smoke and mirrors. Now, I want you to look at this one more time. I want you to look at this one more time, and you tell me how this look now.
All right. Mr. Rizza Islam, how you feeling?
Man, case dismissed.
Case dismissed.
I'm gonna let my brother go ahead and talk before I really lay it out, though.
All right, so obviously we came to court today ready for trial, prepared for trial, our bags and our files.
The only way he could be prepared for trial if he is registered to practice law in California. If he is not registered or have some type of motion in place to practice law in California, there's no way he could have been ready for trial. I haven't seen anything on the record. If I'm wrong, I stand to be corrected. I'm telling you, if there is not on the record, then he didn't come there prepared for trial. That is number one. So if in the future I see that there was something on the record that he could practice law in California, then I will make a public apology. But up to the minute, I am a researcher. I am a investigative journalist. Up to the minute, I have not seen it. And I've been searching for it. I searched his website, and on his website it says that he is allowed to practice law, and the only state that's on there is California. I mean, not California, Florida. In fact, let's pull it up in real time just to be sure. In fact, I think I have it. I think I have it here for you. Let me grab it for you real quick. Let me grab it here for you. I think I have it on deck for you. I think I have it right in this folder right here. All right, yeah, I have it right in this folder right here. Let me grab it for you real quick. Hope it don't make my screen jam up. All right, here we go. Yeah, let me grab it for you real quick, just so we can be on the same page. You know what I mean? Where you go at? I just saved you. Where you go? Yeah. Why that joint? That's not it. Hold up. I just saved it and I can't see it. Hold up 1 second. I just want to share this with you, just to be clear, just to make sure that people know that I'm just not throwing stuff around. Hold up. Where'd that demonstration go? I'm tripping. There it is. Hold up. Yeah, I just want you to see this for yourself. Oh, I see what happened. I see what I did. 1 second. I downloaded it wrong. Give me 1 second. Here it is. I see what I did. I had it, but I just downloaded it wrong. All right, here we go. Bing, 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 bing. There we go. So here it is right here. This is on his website. So I'm only speaking from what I see on his website. You feel me? Bar admission. Florida. Somebody said they're going to check what's the case number. Well, family, you can check all you want. The case is gone. It's like when I went to the court and looked up some Tariq Nasheed stuff. It was sealed. But if you want to look, is this it right here? Yep, there's the case. You're not going to find anything. You're not going to find anything. You're not even going to find minutes. You're not going to find nothing. You're not going to find, while it was dismissed, you're not going to find nothing. Somebody say you can have a motion to have records sealed. Listen. The day that you go to court and you walk out, the day that you go to court and you walk out and say the case was dismissed, do you know how long it takes for a motion to... We got to stop making excuses. Let me just say that. Let me say that. We got to stop making excuses, family. We got to stop making excuses. We got to stop it. You know what I mean? Do we want to move on? You know what I mean? Do we want to move on and wake up the next generation to be responsible, or do we want to make excuses? You know what I mean? For the crazy stuff. You know what I mean? That's what we want to do. We want to make excuses for the crazy stuff. I mean, if we want to make excuses for the crazy stuff, then hey, okay, that's fine. Grand theft. You know what I'm saying? I mean, do we want to make excuses for the crazy stuff? Let me save some of this stuff. Fam, let me tell you something. Before I get out of here, before I get out of here, you feel me? Before I get out of here, I want to share something with you. All right? Normally, from my experience, when I see something like this happen, and what just happened is what I've witnessed happened quite a few times. I didn't witness happen when it happened, but I can tell the shift. You understand what I'm saying? Now I want you to quote my words on this. If he haven't been promoting, he will start promoting products. He will start promoting products because I know when these type of situations happen, now that type of stuff that we seen, it can't be so out in the open. So, as you can see, he already started his Patreon not so long ago. You know what I'm saying? This is how it's going to work. And now it's going to be he got his T-shirt, case dismissed. Now it becomes marketing and selling stuff that you probably don't need anyway. And again, Rizza Islam is one of the most eloquent, swift speakers amongst us. You understand what I'm saying? However, that shouldn't in no way allow you to be grifted and fooled. You know what I'm saying? In no way. The necessary waiting period from discharge of the case has passed. Listen. We got to stop making excuses. Real talk. I don't care what nobody said. We got to stop making excuses. You know what I'm saying? I was going to get into some of those claims too. You know what I mean? These outrageous claims that has been made over time. A lot of this stuff is misinformation, disinformation. I never took the banger, and I hope that you ain't take the banger. But if you did take the banger, hey, more love for you. You know what I'm saying? However, I didn't take it. You know what I'm saying? But I still didn't listen to none of that rhetoric. This is one thing that I want to share with you before I get out of here. One thing that I've learned, he just put this up. Once I posted the video earlier today, right behind me posting the video, he put this up on a Patreon. Have you heard the news? Read the latest article on Intellectual News detailing my dismissal case. So now he's going to sell his explanation. But all we want to see is that paper, the transcript. Are we able to get a transcript? There is nothing there. You know what I'm saying? There is nothing there. You follow me? There is nothing there. So at the end of the day, you can make the call what you want. They've been doing this for years. I mean, they've been doing this for years. It's up to us to say, man, that's it. It's up to us to say that's it. Because they've been doing this for years. We the one haven't stood, we the one that ain't step up and say, man, hold up, man. You ain't doing this no more. We the one ain't step up. This is our issue. I mean, it's up to us to step up. No matter how much you like somebody, no matter how much that you feel as though that this person is all that you're looking for in a leader, it doesn't matter. Once the evidence hit the table, that's it. Once the evidence hit the table, that's it. Here's the case number. Anybody can go look it up. Anybody can go look it up. That's the case number. Anybody can go look it up. That's one thing different about my show and everybody else's show. I'm going to give you as much information as I can to support what I'm talking about. That way, if somebody call foul or call defamation and all that, I'm going to just pull up the video and say, this is what I was provided. Just like every other news outlet, they have a way, they actually have the ability, and I've done my research, you know what I'm saying? And I give the disclaimer that if I am wrong, please show me so I can take it down. Press 7 if y'all hear me. If I'm wrong, show me so I can take it down. And I will be happy to take it down. But you must show me I'm wrong. You must show me I'm wrong. Because I don't want to be a part of the misinformation squad that we be seeing going on. So family, listen. If you talk to Rizza Islam, tell him leave me alone. I have a whole big folder of research because you came at me. I have a whole big folder of research. I can show you who are the suspected actors. I can show you when people came on the scene to try to protect your image when that thing released about you and the sisters. See, I went down the rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something. I got these little things all over the place. Every time I investigate something serious, I save about 10 of these at the micro store. What they got, the micro, what they call it, micro, I forget, the micro center. Shout out to B-ville. He put me on to the micro center. The micro center, you can get these little ones. I think they got 16 gigs. You can get them for $2.99. I get a whole bunch of them. And I spread that demonstration around. And that's right. And my mama, everybody else, I'm going to give it to everybody. That's right. I'm going to give them to everybody. That's right. Fam, he might got paid to scrub some of the information off the internet trying to look up Medicare fraud and cross-reference certain things. I wouldn't doubt that the internet was scrubbed because some of this stuff is hard to find. But me and Moochie Bear has found a trick. When you're a good researcher, right? Me and Moochie Bear has found a way to look up stuff on the internet that's been hidden, that's been scrubbed. And so it take about 2 or 3 days and it'll rise to the top like the cream. We'll stir up the internet a little bit. Moochie Bear is amazing. All he need is a couple brown swagger sandwiches. He'll sit down there and just stir that internet up. And the cream will rise to the top. This is how me and Moochie got the crazy pictures of Tariq. Tariq with the porn star. Tariq, yeah, that's how we found him. He tried to block him. He tried to scrub him. I mean, he tried to scrub him. He was kissing the babies all on her face. Yeah, we got it. We got it. That's right. Excuse me for my vulgarity, but that's what it was. You know what I mean? So with that being said, family, I want to thank you for rocking with me tonight. Again, this is a response to Rizza Islam. And, you know, I know brothers in the NOI may be upset. This is not an attack on NOI. This is not attack on the minister. This is not an attack on, and please don't associate it with that. Don't associate it with that. Anybody that does that is out their mind. And we need to get some counseling because this ain't got nothing to do with the NOI. This got everything to do with Rizza Islam talking about I'm on his hit list, and it got everything to do with not this show, but the next one. If I do a next one, it got everything to do with the Scientology. Thank you, Mr. Coleman. It got everything to do with Scientology infiltrating our community. The only thing about the NOI is the NOI was the doorway which Rizza Islam walked through. He got rubber stamped by Tony Muhammad. And after that, that was it. That was it. And that was the gateway to access to our people as we see it today, most importantly on the internet. That's it. And let me say this. One thing I do have a problem with also is my brother Ben X. My brother Ben X co-signs this stuff. And Ben X is one that I always give the benefit of the doubt. But every time I turn around, I see Ben X co-signing stuff without even doing his research. And if we are people about the truth, we can't side with our friends. We got to side with truth. And every time I turn around, I see at Ben X on these type of posts right here that says somebody can cure cancer, somebody can cure malaria. You know what I'm saying? Every time I turn around, and that's starting to look crazy to me. That's starting to look crazy to me. Even with the demonstration where it says that that he's free. You know what I mean? What was it? What was the latest one? I think it was. They dropped the charges. I see Ben X on it. I see Ben X on it. And I'm telling you, I always try to give my brother Ben X the benefit of the doubt. But Ben X, if you watch it, brother, do your research before you co-sign stuff on these internet highways. Because misinformation, disinformation can destroy a nation. Just do your research. Just do your research. There's no excuse for this. There's no excuse for this. If you want to co-sign somebody that can heal cancer, let me tell you something. We need to get them at Johns Hopkins Cancer Centers right now. When we co-sign that, when we co-sign someone that say that they can heal cancer, what you're doing is you're preparing them to sell somebody something that is worthless. Selling people hope, selling people lies. We got to stop. We got to stop. I ain't co-signing nothing that I can't be confident. I got to be confident that it's legitimate. And if it goes wrong, guess what I'm going to say? Listen, family, my bad. We had an investment group. You know what I'm saying? The guy that we chose ran off with the money. I didn't choose the guy. We chose the guy together. The sad part is that the guy, I met the guy through the internet. He joined the temple. I thought he was on the up and up. But we chose the guy together. Opened a bank account for this investment group, and the guy disappeared. I feel bad to this day because I was a part of it. It's just crazy. I feel bad to this day because I'm the face of Moorish World TV. And last time I talked to him, he going to try to pay people back. He going to try to pay people back. I'm just saying, man, it's just crazy. It's just crazy that we don't take responsibility and we talking about how are we going to uplift any community? How are we going to uplift our people if we can't even take responsibility with stupid stuff like posting bad misinformation and disinformation? We can't double back and say I was wrong. But we saying we uplifting our people. That's one of the main problems that I have. That's one of the main problems that I have is that if you can't double back and say that you was wrong, if you can't double back and say I apologize, if you can't double back and say, man, I was misinformed, then you ain't trying to uplift our people. You ain't trying to fight this oppression. You definitely ain't trying to fight no white supremacy because you can't even fight it within yourself. Because you can't even fight it within yourself. You can't fight the white supremacist mind of yourself to come to terms to say that you was wrong. And that's for all of us. The way that we're going to have to move on, we have to admit where we're wrong. We got to correct our own wrong first. before we can address any wrong in our household, could we correct any wrong in our community, and definitely any wrong in this nation. We got to correct our own wrong. You follow me? So with that being said, family, I appreciate y'all, family. We be back here tomorrow night with another head buster. If the haters are in the comment section, I'm asking you to come in the comment section to let the people know, watch the video before you condemn it. Watch the video before you condemn it, because we're going to have a lot of Rizza haters in there. Watch it before you condemn it. Thank you, Liddell Moores, Afroz the Frauds, and hold them accountable. That's right. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. So with that being said, family, that's the mic drop right there. Lindell Moore, that's the mic drop. Thank you so much for your support, family. I'm going to be back tomorrow giving you some more good content. I mean, I'm going to be giving you some more good content. That's right. All right? So just stand by. I got some more good content for you. I mean, check 1, 2. Check. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? 1, 2, check 1, 2. Check.
Is that right?
Y'all. This the real deal. Let's go. Yes, sir. This the real deal.
Let's go. Talk about.
I said the feds is watching, informing, plotting to get me, cause I'm exposing this frauds. They say I'm trolling like 50. They thought they catch me in Cali and smack me up with some charges. If I was 25, I probably would have stuffed them up regardless. On the run from the feds, because that boy is a fed. If it was back in the day, I put a price on his head. You wanna swing on the guard, you little swindlers fraud. With the feds on the block, the roof, and in the car. Nah, I'm a little smarter. I live to fight tomorrow. I refuse to let you leave me to slaughter. You little punk. I got children to raise. I got people to uplift. Your intentions is to enslave my people in grip, and at the same time snitch on anybody suspicious. You a government witness, and they just changed your name. Gave you a new identity, location, and fame, but they know who you are. You can't hide no more, Marcus. It's coming to light what you done did in the darkness. Been an agent for years. Yeah, back in 91, you infiltrated the rap game. It's Cosmo Flex. Your job is done. The feds is watching, informing, plotting to get me.
Finish him.
They say I'm trolling like 50. I said the feds is watching, informing, plotting to get me, cause I'm exposing these frauds. They say I'm trolling like 50. The feds is watching, informing, plotting to get me, cause I'm exposing these frauds. They say I'm trolling like 50. I said the feds is watching, informing, plotting to get me, cause I'm exposing these frauds. They say I'm trolling like 50. I said the feds is watching. They say I'm trolling these frauds. They say I'm trolling like 50. And then the feds is watching, informants plotting to get me, cause I'm exposing these frauds. They say I'm trolling like 50. I got the heart of Muhammad and the wisdom of Ali. I never say why me, instead I say why you. Didn't heed the warning, you know how I do. Destroy them devils, cause the devil's a punk. I'm the manifest of God, star crescent and unk. And use a Twitter revolutionary way to get hacked. I say I got smacked, sitting in front of your compact. I'm boots on the ground, 10 toes down out west. I could've called on my people and pulled up to your rest. In your gated community is your federal prison. Don't think that we don't know how you really living, we got you. The feds is watching, informing, plotting to get me. I said the feds is watching, informing, plotting to get me. I said they plotting to get me. I said they plotting to get me. Come on. Hey, family, I want to make sure that you thumbs up. Again, family, don't forget to go to the comment section and leave a comment. We are shadow banned. That means that we don't be tossed around the internet like everybody else. That means alert doesn't come up. That means that you might get an alert 2 days later. So when you leave a comment, that actually helps us in the algorithms to get this word out. And let me thank everybody who has that has made a contribution to the channel. Again, let me thank Mr. Coleman, Mr. Merrick, Ms. Cook, Mr. Williams, and my brother Rodney, my brother Ward. Let me thank my man AWLLC. I try to keep it official. Mr. Watson, let me thank you. Let me thank everybody, family. I appreciate y'all again, family. Don't forget to go into the comment section, leave a comment. Thank you, anybody. I don't care if it's $1. I don't care if it's $2. I don't care if it's $1 million, family. One thing that's more important is you being honest with yourself. And if you believe that I'm being honest with you, please share this video, give us a thumbs up, and give a like. And the $1 million wouldn't hurt either. Thank you so much. And thank everybody for the super chat. Appreciate you much. Thank you, Moochie Bear, Crypto, Black Girls Read, Been That, Cash That, all the mods. Appreciate y'all, family. I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Take care of each other, and we're going to get it right again tomorrow night.
Certified boogeyman. Certified boogeyman.
Check 1, 2.
Yes, this nigga's name is Toronto Antonio Johnson.
Certified boogeyman.
And I lightweight smacked him
Check
and
1, 2.
got him out the game. He's over.
Certified boogeyman.
I just slapped the shit out of Taharka Bay. All right? I just slapped the shit out of Taharka Bay and ran him the fuck up out of
Certified
here.
boogeyman.
He's over.
Check 1, 2.
Certified boogeyman.
I just slapped the shit out of Taharka Bay and ran him the fuck up out of here.
You're a documented sex offender.
Certified boogeyman.
You're a documented sex offender, dude. Yeah, I said it. You're not gonna sue shit. You're not gonna do a goddamn thing.
And what is this talk of a code?
Certified boogeyman.
Because, you know, that's a very familiar talking point. The code we supposed to have. What does that mean?
Certified boogeyman.
Does that entail putting restraining orders
Check 1, 2.
on men? Is that what we're doing now?
We're gonna speak the truth, regardless of whether you like that truth or not.
Certified boogeyman.
We're in the 21st century. How people are poor, hungry, ragged, naked, and out of doors.
Certified
How people
boogeyman.
are being murdered on a
Certified
daily and
boogeyman.
consistent basis.
It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you. A couple weak frauds that crept through. They put the bean on me. I didn't neglect you. Time's up, allow me to bless you. They yell reparation and they got your attention. A failed clown rapper, claim he was pimping, but you don't know he was a fed since 9-0. Cosmo Flex was a front for 5-0.
You can't get dropped in a pit of snakes
Certified boogeyman.
and trying to figure out which one has the venom sac.
Certified
Under his
boogeyman.
tongue, this one is not
Certified
poison.
boogeyman.
FBA was laughing when he went to the Romans. I guess they don't understand, that's who own them. Lying on GS, claiming I stalked them. That ain't true, cause if it was, I'd have chalked them. I'm simply a blogger, researching for the family. Cause people look like me, continue to scam me. Continue to scam us in the name of liberation. But when I call them out, they claim that I'm hating. Who
Certified
says
boogeyman.
I smacked somebody?
Certified
Poke your
boogeyman.
chest out, then slide
Certified
thousands
boogeyman.
of miles. Check it out. For a
Certified
piece order.
boogeyman.
For a piece order. I'm back
Certified
like I left
boogeyman.
something, and you kept frontin'. Sick the Romans on me, but they ain't really stopping nothing. How you say you slap a man and go get a peace order? Something ain't adding up. Now I'm in the deep waters. I done took a deep dive, see who you really are. Who named you Tariq Sheet affiliated with the guns? Nah, you ain't a Sunni or the nation, but ain't nobody question why you perpetrating. See, early in the 90s, they put you on a mission. Hip hop was conscious, you came with something different. Goofy clown rap to take it off track, but you was so back, nobody followed the act. So they made another character, turned you to a thug. From Cosmo to K-Fact, but still got no love. Album went wood, it was trash, no good. You was hip-hop police, snitching on the hood. How you make a documentary about hip-hop and not include yourself in all your albums that flop? Yeah, you got some dark secrets, I'm here to expose them. And I don't plan to stop until everybody knows them.